Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to craft Redeemer Stygian Vises. There's two different versions I'm going to show you, and the first one is what people are using on PoE Ninja to get the highest damage. It has life, flask effect, wed, and the suffixes are attack speed, LE damage, and some res. You want to start on a Stygian Vise level 86 so that we can roll T1 wed, and you just want to alteration spam for T1 life. Once you alteration spam for T1 life, you want to craft prefix cannot be changed on the suffix. If you don't have a suffix open, you can always imprint a null, or you can just keep alteration spamming since it's cheap. Once you have this imprinted, you can do reroll attack, and since there's no attack suffixes and the only attack prefix is wed, this is gonna take on average 1 in 6 if you want T1 LE damage, and if you want T2 it's gonna cost you 1 in 3. So we're not gonna have to craft prefix cannot be changed every time because we imprint it, so we're only gonna spend the imprint here, and we're gonna have to pay 2 exalt one time only, and every other time we're just gonna spend 1 imprint. So to get T1, assuming you spend 6 imprints, is gonna take you like 4x. Once you have your wed and your life, you want to have an open prefix. If you don't have an open prefix, you can skip this step, but I recommend having an open prefix because you can veil flask effect mod, which is a lot of damage on most builds. And when you unveil, you want your suffixes full as well. So make sure that you craft like aspect of the avian, or just craft a prefix on the bench and slam until they're full, then remove the craft and just try to unveil flask effect. It's a really good mod. Once you are done with your prefixes, they should be effect, wed, and life. You can just craft reforge, keep prefixes, and Redeemer Slam. This will add the influence to your item. If you hit something like projectile damage or attack speed, if you want, you can keep it. If you don't get something good, you can craft prefix cannot be changed and reroll speed or reroll attack, and you will always hit a good mod if you use either reforged speed or reforged attack. And for the second suffix, you probably just want to craft something and to block and slam. If you want to go for the cheaper version, this is going to cost you about 16x to finish. And if you want to go for a better version, when you reroll here, instead of rerolling attack, you reroll speed. So you hit the mod attack speed during any flask effect. This is a low weight, but you can force it in this step, while the projectile mod has a pretty high weight, and you're gonna hit it on 60% of the times when you augment influence. So if you want to go for both of the suffix damage mods, you could just get the attack speed first, and then you augment influence for the projectile attack, and then you just craft the last mod, and you're pretty much done. The total cost, assuming you're hitting the augment influence first try, is around 35x. The chance is around 60%, so yeah, 35 or 55 if you get unlucky. And the second version, instead, you want to start on a Redeemer Stygian Vise, and we're gonna go alteration spam for the damage against shield enemies instead. The cost is here, and you want to can have multiple crafted mods and imprint at this step, so that if we bring it back, we always have the can have multiple crafted mods on. And the second step is to just regal and annul, so that we have 2 mods, the 2 mods that we have here, but we have them here as well as a rare base. And what you can do here is prefix and suffix cannot be changed. And once you do prefix and suffix cannot be changed and you reroll attack or reroll speed, since our item right now has already 4 mods, there's a kind of a trick that whenever you reroll something, most of the times it's going to be 4 mods, and some of the times 5 mods, and it's really unlikely that it's going to be 6 mods. And since when you reroll attack, it's including an attack modifier, we have 4 already, and it's including an attack modifier, so we're going to have 5 guaranteed, and the last one that you add is going to be an attack mod, which is what we want. So basically, only 10% of the times you're gonna add a bad mod to the belt, and the other 90% of the times you're gonna roll the only mod you want. So you probably want to go for reroll speedier first, so that you always hit the speed, and then you do reroll attack, so you can roll wed. You're gonna get a random tier of wed, and you can always imprint back if you want. And you're gonna spend around 6 exalts more to redo everything to this point, because it's 2 exalts for this, 2 exalts for this, and then a few imprints. You don't have to recraft the can have multiple crafted mods as we have it imprinted here. And once you're happy with your wed and attack speed and shield mod, when you have these 3 mods and they're high enough tier for you, you can remove the crafted mods and you can ace-link a suffix. This is going to take you 2 tries on average, because you have 50% chance of prefix, 50% chance of suffix. And you probably want to unveil for a res or for some attributes. And then as the last step, you just craft life, and you can slam if you want to do it cheap, or if you want to go for like the better version, you're gonna spend 20 exalts on the augment influence to try and augment the projectile damage. And as before, this is a 60% chance of hitting, and the total cost is gonna be around 38 exalts for this. And thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.